everyone. Now, I realize that it's been months since my last toy review, and I don't know if you've been expecting anything new from me lately, but I do have something new for you now. And this here is the classic 1980s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Splinter figure. Now, believe it or not, I didn't order this from eBay. I actually picked this up from Toys R Us. And yes, it's true. Toys R Us are actually selling some of the classic Ninja Turtles figures. Like they got Splinter as well as the four Turtles and Shredder. And yeah, I did find all of them at Toys R Us, but I only wanted to get Splinter since I already have the classic remastered 80s Turtles figures. You know, like Leonardo and the other Turtles and such. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I only wanted to get Splinter, and yeah, the Shredder figure was unimpressive to me. In fact, this figure is a little unimpressive too, but I still wanted to get him anyway. But first I want to show you his packaging. It's just about the same as how it was back in the 80s. You can see right here it has the classic Ninja Turtles logo from the 80s show, and right here it says the Classic Collection, and it was originally released in 1988. And here you got the picture of the four turtles who look like they're from the comic books, except they're actually colored in. And their weapons look like they're made of wood. Well, Donatello's weapon is always made of wood, but Raphael's size and Leonardo's swords? Oh boy. So yeah, this is Splinter's box, and it's got his name and there's Splinter right there. In fact, it doesn't look like he's wearing clothes right there. Don't mean to be inappropriate, but... Oh, I just knocked down the figure. Here's the back of it, and look right here. It says, it has the Nickelodeon logo up top, and, well, this isn't really based on the Nickelodeon show, and, I mean, it's not based on the Nickelodeon show at all, but, yet again, it's kind of like a celebration for the second season of the 2012 show that just came out. And I did see 2 of the episodes. But also you get some pictures right here that shows you the Turtles and Splinter's origins. You know, how they become mutants. Here it shows them falling into the sewers, and then Hamato Yoshi finds them and claims the turtles as his pets. And then there's some Shredder pouring the mutagen into the sewers. Then the turtles and Hamato Yoshi become exposed to it, and then they become the mutants. And just how everyone likes them. And of course right there you got a bio. I'm pretty sure you can read that, so go ahead and pause the video if you want. And here it shows you the 6 figures that you can find at Toys R Us. Like I said, they got Splinter, the Turtles, and Shredder. And they also have the Turtle Van that has the they have a bunch of features like the weapons and such. And yeah, they call it the Turtle Party Wagon, even though it's supposed to be a turtle van, but yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, that's all there is about Splinter's box. So now, here's the figure up, or no, actually, let me show you this first. It also comes with this booklet about the 2012 Turtles figures, and yeah, on the back here it shows you all the new figures that came out as well as the older ones, of course. Like right here, there's a new Spider Bites figure, and I believe there's they recreated the Shredder figure, except this figure will have a removable mask, and I don't know what his cape will be made of, but I guess I'll find out when someone else reviews it. And yeah, all the other basic figures too, as well as the sound effects figures and the flingers and the battle shell figures, as well as the stealth tech figures. Yeah, I'm not really interested in those. Yeah, I forgot to show you this. Here's also there's the Fra battle figures and yeah, there's also the battle shell figures and the role-playing toys like the weapons and the masks and such. And of course, open it here and it shows you all the vehicles you can find at any toy store or whatever store you get them at. And yeah, that's just about it. I'm not really interested in the I'm not interested in the vehicle figures as much. But now here is the Splinter figure. It looks just about the same. Well, yeah, it looks exactly the same as how it was back in the 80s. And like I said, he's kind of unimpressive, especially because he's not really accurate to the show. But I don't really mind it that much. The designs on him, like I said, it's also, yeah, I'm just about to say the same thing. The designs on him are inaccurate to the show as well, especially his kimono. It doesn't look anything like a robe. But what I do like about his kimono is that it's made of real cloth instead of plastic. So that means, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm first going to talk about the articulation. He doesn't have much, like I said in my Rat King review, the 80s Rat King review. Splinter's head can rotate 360, and his arms can... I think they could in theory rotate 360, but I haven't tried that, and I don't think they can, but his forearms can rotate 360 as well, and his legs can move forward and back, and that's about it. They can't bend or go in and out. And his tail right here can also rotate 360. And at first, when I first got this figure, I thought his tail was I thought you had to put on his tail first, but no, his tail is attached when you first get him. And yeah, Splinter also comes with some weapons. Like here, he's got this bow and arrow. It's actually it's all plastic, so you can't pull back on the bow and the arrow doesn't come off. But I don't really mind it that much. I don't recall seeing Splinter using a bow and arrow in the show, but I did see him use that in the second live-action movie called The Secret of the Ooze. He was pretty cool in that movie and the first one. And he comes with some extra weapons in this ninja arsenal, but I don't really know what most of them are supposed to be. I know these right here are ninja stars, but this right here, I don't know. It looks like some kind of gun or maybe a tonfa. I heard it's supposed to be a cane, but it doesn't look like one. And then there's this extra random stick right here. I don't know what most of these weapons are supposed to be, and I don't know if I plan on taking them off or anything, but I don't know. You don't really care about the weapons, do you? Well, yeah, I forgot to show you this. Splinter can hold the bow and arrow in either hand, and yeah, that's just about it. He can just hold the bow and arrow. Of course, he can't fire it or anything. There isn't much to say about the weapons anyway. And I almost forgot, the color scheme on Splinter. As you know from the show, Splinter has brown fur. Right here he has dark brown fur, and in the earlier seasons his fur was more of a lighter brown, but in the later seasons he had darker fur, so it kind of makes sense right here. And he also has some gray fur on his chest, and he didn't really have that in the show, but yeah, his kimono is purple, and so is the strap on it is black. He also has some wrappings around his ankles, like in the show, except the wrappings were white and not gray. And his tail, I don't know if he has wrappings on his tail or if that's also gray fur, but yeah, that's just about all the colors he has. Except I forgot, he also has his black nose and he has buck teeth right here. So yeah, now I think that's it. Now, one thing I like about this Splinter figure, unlike the 2012 Splinter, his kimono can actually come off. And yeah, sorry I have to show something awkward, but I want to do it anyway. So what you have to do here is just take off this strap or belt, whatever you want to call it, and then you just take the whole thing off like this, and yeah, there you go. Splinter out of his clothes. Sorry I had to show that, but I wanted to, just so you'll know. And yeah, that's what I like about the Splinter. He actually has a removable kimono. And call me weird if I do, because I am kind of weird. And now I think I'm going to show you the size comparison with alright, let's start with my classic 80s Leonardo. The turtles are taller than Splinter in the show, but for God's sake, Splinter is not a midget. So apparently this Leonardo is taller than him. And now I have the 2012 Splinter right here. Yeah, of course the 2012 Splinter is taller, so that's apparently why. And now I have the 2012 Leonardo. Again, he's also taller than Splinter. And one more size comparison, I have the Rat King. And good thing that he is also an 80s figure, the one who I did order from eBay. And yeah, the Rat King was taller than Splinter also, so it does make sense right here. In fact, now that I have the 80s Splinter, I can now have my Rat King put him under his control. Oh yeah, like in the show. But I'm not going to go off track there. Now, let's see. Trying to think of anything else I missed here. One thing I forgot to mention while he still had his clothes on is that you might have noticed his arm was hold it up like this while his other arm was was down all the way, but only his right arm can go down all the way, but his left arm can't, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it was the strap on him, but it didn't hold back his left arm, but I don't know. That was one random thing I wanted to tell you about, but yeah, this is still a good Splinter figure, and you want me to put his clothes back on, right? Okay, hold on a sec. So Splinter is an okay figure back in the 80s, even though he's not accurate to the show, but I guess you can just go with it since it's one of the retro toys, and yeah, you can't always expect a lot from the show. He may not look impressive, but I still wanted to get him anyway since in fact, when I was first thinking about getting this figure, I was hoping that there would be a remastered classic collections Splinter and Shredder like they did with the Turtles, but instead they wanted to release the original 80s figures, and I just decided to get this one instead. And well, yeah, that was the whole reason I wanted to get him, especially because he's the 80s Turtle Sensei, and yeah, all that and whatnot. So if you want to have the classic 80s Turtles figures again, then I would recommend you pick them up at Toys R Us. You can get all 6 of them if you want, including Splinter and Shredder and the Turtles. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, yeah. If you do prefer the 80s figures, along with the 2012 figures and everything else. So that's about all I have to say about the 80s Splinter figure. So I'll see you all later. So yeah, the classic 80s Splinter figure isn't really accurate to the show, mainly because, hey you! Whoa, what the hell? Hand over your money, now! But I don't have any money. No? Then hand over your kimono, or else. Oh crap. Oh god, he stole my clothes. Please, turn the camera off. I don't want the turtles to see me like this.